Hello and welcome to Crypto Ride. My name's Anthony, and right now we're going to discuss whether or not we've finally found a price bottom and what you should be looking for in your cryptocurrency investments in the coming months. Before we get started, I just want to thank all our new subscribers and regular viewers for the support. The channel's been seeing steady growth, and I'm committed to bringing you honest, thought-provoking content relating to cryptocurrency and healthy investment habits. I'm not just here to spread hopium or shill coins or anything like that. I'm bringing really my opinions to you as straight and as honest as possible. If this sounds like something you're interested in, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to give the video a like. So the first thing I want to take a look at with you today is an article from Cointelegraph. And in this article is entitled Galaxy Digital CEO Mike Novogratz calls crypto price bottom. Mike Novogratz, founder and CEO of crypto investment firm Galaxy Digital Capital Management, said the cryptocurrency prices have hit bottom in a recent tweet, and that happened on September 13th. So there's the tweet itself. I'll just let you read that. Okay, and the notable part here is he's saying how markets generally retrace to the breakout, but we retraced the whole of the bubble. So if you're looking at this chart here, you can see the area where I'm considering the breakout to start is really right there in November 2017. Now, what he's saying typically occurs is that once you come down to that point, a correction is over. So here could have been one point where the correction could have ended, or here, or here, but that's not what's going on in cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency in this case came all the way down to the right of your screen where I drew this green bubble. That's where we're sitting right now in September 2018, which is at a similar level to where we are in the end of October, beginning of November 2017. So he's saying he believes the bear market is finally over because of this. If you were to begin investing in cryptocurrency right now, it's basically like getting in before everything ever happened. You know, the funny thing about that is I think it's one of the best times to get started in cryptocurrency. But the funny thing is not many people are going to be interested right now because the news isn't, well, I shouldn't say that. The news is bullish, but the market isn't bullish. So, you know, people should really be starting right now, but they're not going to. When are they going to start? They're going to do it once the market finally picks up, assuming that happens, and they're going to FOMO in, and it's a shame. But if you're watching this and you haven't invested in crypto, but you're considering it, this is, in my opinion, and I'm not a professional financial advisor, I'm just a YouTuber, but in my opinion, this is a great time to consider doing that. All right, so let's take a look at the actual market and what the market capitalization is in dollars and cents. So yeah, the market is $203 billion. And just to put that in perspective, when I first started investing, it was like over $6 billion, $7 billion. The other thing I want to talk about is, you know, with this call saying that we've found a bottom, that Mike Novogratz is saying we found a bottom. I think that's really interesting because the price of Bitcoin right now is right around $6,500. And so if you're watching this and say, wait, we found a bottom, like Bitcoin's been lower than that. We've seen 5,800 a couple times in 2018 already. So that's the funny thing, and it has to do a lot with Bitcoin dominance. And you can see Bitcoin dominance is at 55%. And I'm not going to dive deep into Bitcoin dominance, but basically what that is, if you don't know, is it's the percent of the entire market that Bitcoin occupies. So it's literally over half. So Bitcoin, although, you know, a lot of people would say it is down a little bit, maybe even some people might say it's struggling, it's actually holding strong in comparison to a lot of other cryptocurrencies. But take a look at Ethereum, and we'll take a look at this chart for a second. Ethereum is sitting at $221. In my last video, I was talking a lot about Ethereum and why the price was falling so hard. And that has a lot to do with people with shorting it, because now you can short it as well as go long, meaning you could buy it and bet that the price is going to go lower and then profit when the price goes lower. And it's really kind of fascinating to see on a lot of these altcoins are down 80, some of them 90% from their all-time highs. So that's what I'm saying. If you're new, you haven't invested yet, this is a really intriguing time. XRP, when I first invested in Ripple, it was $2. Now it's 28 cents. So it's crazy. And a lot of these prices are down a lot. Vitalik Buterin, one of the co-founders of Ethereum, came out this week in an article, and he was saying that he doesn't expect to see 1,000x gains again. It's, whether you agree with it or you don't is really up to you. But I do think, and this is again just my opinion, I think some of these altcoins, and let me rephrase, I think a lot of these altcoins are not going to come back and see those all-time highs. I think people are wising up. I think people got so excited and FOMO'd in at the end of 2017 that they were just throwing money. And I know, because I was one of them. I started investing in January, and I was hurling money at so many different projects. And, I stand by my investments and I still believe in crypto, but some of the projects, I'll admit, like I'm taking some big losses right now, and I'm just hoping they get back to a point where I can get out and, limit my losses. So it's really interesting to think about. And the one thing I want to say to you guys is don't drink the Kool-Aid with these people that are telling you, if your friends are telling you that cryptocurrency is going to go straight to the moon and just throw a couple $100 in and you'll become rich. It's like, I think it's a great potential investment, but it is still speculative, and we've got to wait and see which way things are going to break. But I just want to take a quick look at Ethereum. I want to do this for you too. So Ethereum's all-time high that I'm seeing here is 1,377. I believe it actually peaked even higher than that, but let's use that number. Okay, so first of all, we'll use 221, which is what it is roughly right now, and then we'll use 1,377. So what percent is that? 16%. So Ethereum right now down 84%. All right, so really intriguing time to get into Ethereum. Ethereum, they're working on their sharding. They're working on their off-chain solutions to increase the scalability. A lot of people have different opinions on Ethereum. A lot of people are making videos saying Ethereum's dead and it's going to zero. I personally believe in it. And I think as long as they keep working on their product, that they will come back strong. And this is just an interesting article, and I'm not even going to dive into it, but it's just a thought I want to leave you with. Bitcoin will rebound, but altcoins are never coming back. Now, that's a bold statement, and of course, some altcoins are coming back, and some altcoins are going to come to new all-time highs, in my opinion. Again, I'm just a YouTuber. But Bitcoin, if there's one thing that we're seeing, it's that Bitcoin is still king. It's the safest cryptocurrency. It's where people are putting their money to when they're afraid. And if you're looking to stay safe, or as safe as you can possibly be in crypto, my recommendation would be to put your money into Bitcoin. And the last thing I want to say to you guys before I wrap up this video is just be careful with your money, and just don't drink the Kool-Aid to a fault. Don't just invest everything you have. Don't be irresponsible or stupid. Just invest what you can afford to lose, because this market is scary and there's no real guarantee it's going to go up to all-time highs. And if that intimidates you a little bit, it probably should. And that fear or intimidation is probably a good thing, because it might save you from making hasty or rash decisions prematurely. You got to think things through when you invest beyond just crypto. So that's another thing to consider. If you're just starting to invest and you started in crypto, make sure that's not the only space you're involved in. I know this is a crypto channel and that might sound odd coming from me, but I'm just trying to be real with you guys, like I said, and be honest. So, those are just some things to talk about, or to think about rather. And hopefully that makes a lot of sense for you guys. I want to thank you for watching the video. Again, remind you to like, Remind you to subscribe. I'm going to keep bringing this. Really what I'm going to do is get into a habit of making videos on the weekends, so you can expect new uploads from me on Saturdays or Sundays going forward. I'm always going to try and do one a week, and on some weeks I'll go for two. But for the most part, I'm going to keep coming back and keep you guys in the loop, keep you thinking, keep you learning. And yeah, on that note, enjoy the ride, and I'll catch you guys next.